that feces hit that oscillating rotator, pistols popping at your face. I never needed freedom papers. Faith in Christ, Rugers and armor like 15s. Allahu Akbar, John 3:16. Freedom of death and patience make us case birds sing. I love the feeling of the power that recoil bring. I love the way my wife and mama make me pump my wings. I love how being round bird make me think new things. Right wrongs, right songs, and that struggle lifelong. Change all you want and you can never be long. So I stay at my own lane on my own lawn, and I bid y'all adieu until I see dawn. Cheech and Chong serving y'all ding dongs. So I'm cooking vegetables, so eat it, y'all don't. This what you need, what you want. I'm giving what you need, and they selling what you want. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. This is what it is. The people that I'm fighting for, really who I'm beefing with. It's funny, but I can't laugh, so I done came to peace with it. These the tools I got, so these the tools that I'm working with. I'm cool and it hurt a bit, but they don't hear a word of it. Complaining, I'm just saying that we already behind when we stop the plan. Do we wonder what happens to kids that's jamming what we making? Or as long as it's dollars for the making, we be making money and selling ourselves. Hell, bills in the mail, well, he's in the cell. And the stories that we tell reflect our situation, so we put it on the shelves, package it and pray that it sells. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. This is what it is.
Your whole life to make your first album. Guess I've been busy living, so that first outcome was worth hearing. So here go, let me kick a verse into song out. From the time I was conceived, I honestly believed I was destined for something I couldn't break from. It'd be cliche to say greatness, but hey, this is what I learned. With you, why you can't escape from. So embrace it, don't run away from being that digit in that everyday equation. The steady glitching, itching for limits to breaking up. It can get in your way if what you deliver is great. There we are, back to greatness. I think I discovered what my place is in various spaces. It's me doing me over time. Other rhymes, it's a butterfly effect that affect mankind. Took a little bit of time, had to get my mind right, had to get the lines right. Looking at my future like it's all up in my hindsight. I ain't playing that, boy, would've been a crime. Sitting on my bed thinking I was on the sideline. That's why I shut thinking about that bread. I believe that, boy, would've been a crime. So I took it to the sleep, then I dreamed instead. Took it as a sign, then I took it to the streets. Took it from the books, then I took it to the beats. Looking at my grind like I stretched on time from the date that I signed to the date of my release. Yeah, don't find, say the least. But I wanna be the prime representative of a beast. I ain't trying to line with the rest, try to shine with the best of the line. Just focus on me, as it should. If I can, then I could be the case. So I ran over tracks like I could beat the race. Overlapping, who was laughing at the start? They depart, call it perm, I know it burns. That I'm relaxing in your face. Listen, I am on my job, I set them standards and embrace. Live and learn how to discern the need to chill and making haste. Now it's time for everybody in the crowd to up the pace. Cause I'm ready to rock, apologize for the wait.
what you don't have, use what you got.
Been to court to establish the
I didn't have to go to court to be called Murphy or Jones or Smith. Excuse me for answering you this way.
That's
if
all right.
a Chinese person were to say his name was Patrick Murphy, you would look at him like he's insane, because Murphy is an Irish name, a European name, or the name that has a Caucasian or white background. And if it doesn't look proper for a person who is yellow or Chinese to be walking around named Murphy or Jones or Johnson or Bunch or Powell, I think it would be just as improper for a black person. The same slave master who owned us put his last name on us to denote that we were his property. So that when you see a Negro today who's named Johnson, if you go back in his history, you'll find that he was once his grandfather or one of his forefathers was owned by a white man who was named Johnson.
Would you mind telling me what your father's last name was?
My father didn't know his last name. My father got his last name from his grandfather, and his grandfather got it from his grandfather, who got it from the slave master. The real names of our people were destroyed during slavery.
Was there any line, any point in the genealogy of your family when you did have to use the last name, and if so, what was it?
The last name of my forefathers was taken from them when they were brought to America and made slaves. And then the name of the slave master was given, which we refused. We reject that name today.
You mean you won't even tell me what your father's supposed last name was or gifted last name was?
I never acknowledge it whatsoever.
Yo, my granny used to prick her fingers back when she was picking cotton. Now I'm picking cotton shirts just for me to rock them. Like they threw scissors, but I'm still throwing paper out. I take it to another level. Elevator out, riding out, windows low, keep my music high, cruise till I crash like Vanilla Sky. Gil Scott, hair and dye. The revolution won't be televised. I tell my vision, cause my television telling lies. Sugar coated like the bottom of the Kool-Aid made by my cousin fools by jewels to prove they paid. Doing dirt for clean kicks, whip the whips like a master. Watch the plates pass like a pastor. Pastor, peas like we used to do. And working in the field, but niggas using tools. Ain't a game such a shame, it's so insane. They love the pain and love the fame and getting lynched, but niggas hang. Ain't nothing changed since the days on the cotton field. Ain't nothing changed since the days on the cotton field. Put on your chain, still a slave, though you gotta deal. They gotta deal with these people trying to plot and kill. Ain't nothing changed since the days on the cotton field. It's just the black man's curse that we carry since the black man's birth. 3/5 is still a black man's work. They say the black man's gold is still the white man's dirt. But all the green he makes a product of the black man's work. Ain't a damn thing changed. It's still a slave trade. NFL, NBA, just ain't the same name. All these record label execs, manufacturing songs. Ask Jimmy Iovine how many slaves he owns. Cause music's the new cotton. Niggas is out picking it. Minute you ain't got a hit, see how many give a shit. Your worth is just equivalent to their financial benefit. Forgetting alligator farmers and Tuskegee syphilis. Killed in the till, tossed the body in the river. Cop shot Oscar Grant, cause to them you just a nigga. Ain't a game, such a shame, so insane. Know the pain, say the souls of those of us who son of slaves. Ain't nothing changed since the days on the cotton field. Nah, ain't nothing changed since the days on the cotton field. Put on your chain, you still a slave, though you gotta deal. Gotta deal
Would
with
you
people
share?
trying to plot and kill. Ain't nothing changed since the days from the cotton field.
You can't walk the walk of free men. In a modern time like this, you walk like a slave. This is why you're crippled, because you think you cannot walk without your former slave masters. And if your former slave master don't help you, you don't think there's any help for you, even though you taught God. You live in fear of your former slave masters and their children. Your problem is you are not now, nor have you ever been a citizen of the United States of America.